What is up, gamers? Let's flip and jump into this video. Story time with RaiderKnight. Pretty epic. Now that's what I call pretty epic. Let's flip and jump into this, guys. Like, for real, guys. Let's just flip and jump into this video, guys. Let's just jump into it. Like, starting like right now. Like, let's just jump into it. All right. Okay, so stories. What do we have to talk about? Let's find out, gamers. That bruh moment when this video doesn't make any sense. Just starts out stupid. Okay, jumping into it. This video, jumping into it. All right. First of all, story number one. It literally just happened, like, straight up tonight. I was working and this dude, I don't know what he was thinking. He came in like some red pickup truck and it was like on the older side. It was kind of like 1980s, I'd like to say, or 70s. But he comes in with this Chevy red pickup, and his lights are on, and they're just kind of aimed at the dumpster. And my city, it's not a big city, so I wouldn't say dumpster diving is uncommon, but it's not exactly common either. But he was dumpster diving in our trash, and again, I work at a gas station, guys, so it's not a high paying job, and I don't know. It's not fun dealing with that at night shift because I don't really like night shift that much. It's not that fun, and it's already I don't know. I wouldn't say it's healthy to do night shift because you're going to night shift, staying up all night, and you're sleeping through the day just to wake up and go back to night shift. And I guess it's like any other job, but it's really lonely and it's not fun. But this guy, he is coming over to the trash cans, and he starts dumpster diving in it. So I go up to him and I tell him, you can't do that here. And he's like, I'm just dumpster diving, I'm not causing a problem. But it was before I started working last year, but they told me somebody used to dumpster dive and they made like a giant mess. So I told the guy, I just can't have you here. You might make a mess. You might cause problems, blah, blah, blah. And he says, all right, I'll leave. And he leaves. So it's something tiny, but I thought it was kind of stupid. I don't know. There's nothing in our trash. Like, what are you looking for in a gas station trash can? There's nothing there. I guess there's half-eaten food, but he didn't look like he was necessarily poor based off of, what he was wearing in his vehicle. It wasn't terrible. I said it's older, but it wasn't like, how a lot of older vehicles are really bad looking. This one actually didn't look that bad, and it looked like he took pretty good care of it. So, not sure, not sure why he was dumpster diving, but let's just throw that story in story number one, because it literally just happened and I can tell it. So, boom. Story one complete. Okay. Story number two. This was literally, well, it was 2 days ago, technically, if you're looking at it from like, today's today, yesterday's yesterday, but it was kind of, I mean, it was kind of yesterday. It really was, because, I don't know. My days and nights, they're all over the place, because when you work night shift, your nights are pretty much your days, so it kind of feels like one day is a different day, but from my perspective, it's yesterday, so I'm just gonna say it was yesterday. Yesterday there was this dude, and he was like hardcore crying and like flight or fight mode. I don't know what his deal was, but he came into the store, and he was hardcore crying, saying he just wanted somebody to talk to. I thought he was like suicidal or something for a second, because I've had people who've come in before who actually were, and I try to talk nicer to him and try to calm him down, because that's serious. And but this guy, he just came in, he was crying, and I didn't really know what he was on. Uh, but I gave him a water cup, because I usually give people who come in a frantic state like water cups or something, just to calm them down, because I don't know what they're doing. And I think that's a fair judgment. I'm not necessarily saying that's like the nicest or best thing, but I think giving somebody a water cup is, in the moment where you don't really know what they're doing, and it's night shift and you're all by yourself, I think giving them that is at least, something small, but, it gives you the protection that, they're not, trying to cause problems or whatever, and you can just still, be kind of nice to them at the same time, if that makes sense. It's kind of complicated, I know, and I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but, I try to be nice on night shift, granted, but it is kind of scary when you're working by yourself and people come in like that. But he calmed down and he said he got in some fight with somebody. He said the other dude was his friend who he got into a fight with, but he said his friend was fighting his brother or something, so he felt really bad about that he fought his friend. But if your friend is fighting your brother, I mean, he's not really your friend, so I don't know what to tell you. I didn't say it like that, but I just said, things will pass over. I don't know, you'll grow older and you'll just forget about it. That's usually how, I think he was a high schooler. That's what he looked like. But I think that's usually how it works out. If you get into a fight, it'll just blow over in a couple years. And, just because you get in a fight in high school doesn't mean, you're going to hate that person forever. Because, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. You know, you'll be in a fight one day, and then you'll be friends the other day. So it's not really a big deal. It's just kind of in the moment things. I think we all have them. People get mad in the moment, and then, it just takes a while. It takes time, and it can get over with. You can be in a better state than you were yesterday, and I think that's a good way to look at it. Number 3, story number 3. That's right, gamers. 3 is the magic number. And what's a magical thing? Looking. I'm dying. Jesus. Alright. I've been sick lately. I'm fucking dying over here. Alright. Story number 3. What should I do? I could talk about my epic pranks now. That's the story right there. At my job, there's like 2 big pranks I'd say. One is for a regular customer who comes in. I just like to prank them. I don't know why. I think they're cool with it though. But I don't know. It's every time they come in for a receipt. I just say they never get their receipt, but I always ask them if they want their receipt just to be funny. And I don't know. I think that's funny. It's something small, but I don't know. I think it's funny. Yeah, the person I prank, we usually end up talking about Yu-Gi-Oh quite a bit. So I've done videos in the past where I show off my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I'm a big Yu-Gi-Oh nerd. I think I got some cards. I'll just bring them out. Like I can show you guys the cards. I got some, like right here. Oh fuck. What the no! Ah, damn it. Nothing goes right in my life, I swear. I just knocked over a fuck ton of cards. But, you've all seen my cards. I mean, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. So, there's Exodia. There's my Egyptian gods. I showed you guys them for one video. If you guys want that video, just, I'll put it in the comments. And I'll pin it, I guess. But, yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! It knocked over a ton of cards. I feel so stupid, but, yeah. I like how I brag about my collection of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I just treat them like crap, and they fall over. Oh my goodness. It's just cards. It's just cards. It doesn't matter. And I think, I don't know, people take their collections too seriously sometimes. I'm proud of my collection, but I mean, if you're too proud of your collection to, even take them out of the cases and just kind of mess with them at times, I mean, what's the point of collecting? There's no point to collect things if you're not trying to have fun with them. So, I guess I'm just kind of, I don't know. I'm not a good collector. I think I put my collection through a lot of harm, but I don't know. I think as long as you're having fun, that's really all that matters. Story 4. Just no context. Just story 4. Alright, let's jump into story number 4. Somebody stole my mower. This is a fact. And it was very annoying. It was literally 2 days ago. I was here, and I was sleeping, like, after night shift, and I heard a noise. and it was on my front porch. People were walking around, and I didn't, I was still tired, didn't think a lot of it, and I didn't know if it was exactly on my front porch, because when you're waking up and you're really tired and can't really tell what's going on. But it was on my front porch, and the next thing I know, somebody is in a van, a white ugly van, and they were like driving around through the alley that's next to my house, and they parked, they opened their back doors, and they stole my mower out of my backyard. I was throwing my shoes on. I was getting ready to go out there and confront them after I saw them parked there. I was like, what the fuck? And, by the time I was, getting ready to go out there, it was already too late. They saw me, too, through the window. And, that's when they booked it, I think. I don't know if they rung the doorbell. That might have been what woke me up, was the doorbell. But I don't think I heard it when I woke up, so I don't know. That's just the thing. I really don't. But joke's on them, because the mower doesn't work. So you just stole a mower that doesn't work. I reported it to the police, what your vehicle looked like, and all you got was a mower that doesn't work. So hopefully they're happy. If you're watching the video, hopefully you're happy, because everybody watches my video, even the people who robbed me. Okay. All right, next story. Story 5. What is story 5? I have to look on Discord. Story 5 is... I never even told my other prank I did. Okay. I only told one of the pranks. My second prank, what it was, it's not really a big deal. But, there's this Mario figurine that's, like, really tiny, and it's really, like, ripped up at the store I work at. And every day, on night shift, there's a computer mouse where you like clock in, blah blah blah, and I always just put Mario on the mouse because I think it's kind of funny, and it's evolved into just this big thing. You can't not. I think something small like that, if you just do it enough times, it turns into something a lot bigger. So I don't know. I have a lot of fun with that, even though it doesn't really matter that much. Something tiny like putting a Mario figurine on the mouse just to stir up whatever. I mean, that's fun. So it's the little things, gamers. It is the little things in life that matter. And story number 5. I'm dying. I'm telling you guys, I'm sick. Like, really sick. Story 5 or 6 or whatever we're on at this point. I was just going to talk about what all music I've been listening to lately. It's nothing crazy, but I used to listen to a lot of classic rock, like the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, and all of those. But recently I've been just listening to more, cringy mumble rap and stuff like that. I think a lot of people have, so I'm not alone. But people like Juice World, Little Tekka, and Nar. Nar makes a lot of really cool songs. Like he made this really cool Death Note remix song thing, and that was pretty cool. People like Juice WRLD, though, they've been blowing up for quite a while, so I mean, you guys probably already know who he is. He's made songs like Bandit. He's made the really popular album Death Road to or not Death Road to Canada. Jesus Christ. That's a fucking game I play. Alright. Death Race to Love. There we go. And you also got Little Tekka, who made that song Ransom, which was really popular. And he has a lot of other good songs, so definitely check out his album if you guys haven't, because there's way more songs than just Ransom he's made. And, Ransom is a good song, but he has made a lot of other really good songs, so I don't know. Overall, though, this is RaiderKnight, signing out. Peace.
Now that's what I call pretty epic.